What's good, YouTube? This is Mr. Purple Zero back with another video. We talking Ben Simmons today because Ben Simmons decided that he's not going to training camp. He's not reporting to any games. He's not reporting to the 76ers facility. Let's break this down real quick. Ben Simmons, you are a chatty patty and you are a diva. Cut the bullshit and stop chatting because you are going to report to training camp and you are going to report to the games unless they trade you. You see, here's the problem with Ben Simmons. He's acting like there's no loyalty. First of all, we been knew there was no loyalty with management, GMs, none of that stuff. We already knew that already. That's on record. All the stars, superstars, all-stars, done had their point in time where they felt the organization didn't have their back. So Ben Simmons, you're not special in that aspect. Now, to break down Ben Simmons and the problem with him, they're not asking much of you, Ben Simmons. All they are asking for you is to work in the offseason as you've been doing every year, because we've been seeing it every summer. You got the videos out of you shooting jump shots. All they want you to do is develop your game so the 76ers can get to the next level. That's it. I don't know what's so difficult or hard to understand for Ben Simmons to just go out there and to attempt a jump shot. We're not even talking about being lights out shooter like a Ray Allen or Klay Thompson. We know you're not like that. We know you're not capable of that. We're asking you to make the defense honest and to attempt a jump shot. That's it. Could you imagine? Now I'm talking to y'all, Purple Holics, Purple Nation. Could you imagine being a millionaire? Matter of fact, being an NBA basketball player, making whatever 100 millions, and matter of fact, being actually good at your craft. We're talking about an all-star caliber type player. Maybe you can get to the upper echelon. And all you got to do is work and develop your game. That's it. And we're going to throw money at you. Couples of millions, endorsements, commercials, all of that we're going to throw at you. If you just work on your game and develop a jump shot. That's Ben Simmons for you. We are tired of watching Ben Simmons every damn summer in practice, shooting shots, and all these open runs, playing against these bums, and shooting jump shots, shooting three-pointers, lights out. You see one thing about Ben Simmons? I got to give flowers and I got to take him away at the same time. With Ben Simmons, he's an outstanding passer. We're talking a great passer, floor general. He can see the court like none other. Up there with LeBron, I'll give him that. He's up there with that. His vision is like that. A great defensive player. You don't get a two-way player like that all the time, coming from your point guard, being a great passer and a great defensive player at his height with that skill set. It's outstanding. So I give credit in that aspect. And now I got to take it away in the same aspect because you solved. Ben Simmons, you weak because they're not asking nothing crazy of you. They're not asking for you to pull diamonds out of a mountain. All they're asking for you is to develop your game. How can you play alongside Joel Embiid, almost MVP, who had a great season last year? If he didn't get hurt, who knows? He could have gotten it. You're playing alongside Joel Embiid. You got Doc Rivers as your coach, however suspect he may be. Tobias Harris to give you a little 16, 18 points here and there. The team is solid. They can't get to the next level if you don't get to the next level. If you continue to go out there with that same game and not even attempting a jump shot, then there's no hope for the 76ers. And there's no hope for you going into any other organization. And matter of fact, you're showing your ass right now. You're really showing your ass because all these GMs and coaches are watching. They say, wait a minute. Ben Simmons is really like this? He's acting like a girl? He's a whole diva because somebody's asking him to work on his game and to report to camp? So we could try to get better as a team? But no, you in your feelings. Because you felt they trying to do you dirty. Doc Rivers throws you under the bus. Joel Embiid throw you under the bus. No, they ain't throw you under the bus. What they did was held you accountable. And that's the problem in sports. And the problem when it comes to these big name players, like all-star players like a Ben Simmons, who thinks he's better than whatever he already is. The problem is accountability. And people never hold these players accountable. So thank you, Doc Rivers. Thank you, scouts. Thank you, GMs. Thank you, Joel Embiid, for holding Ben Simmons accountable. Because this is disgusting. He's acting like people are pulling teeth, like it's so hard, and now he ain't going to camp. So let me tell you exactly what's going to happen to Ben Simmons, since he thinks he's a big shot and he's bigger than what he is. So you're not going to go to camp? Well, this is what will happen the first day. Because I think I can map it out. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Day one, they're going to fine him $10,000, something like in that range for not going. Day two, they're going to fine him $20,000. Day three, he's going to jump to 40. Day 5 is going to jump to 100,000. How long is your money, Ben Simmons? Seriously. Because you're not Michael Jordan. You're not Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. You're not Giannis Antetokounmpo. You're not Kawhi Leonard. Who is Ben Simmons? Who are we really talking about here? Like, who is Ben Simmons? You got to calm down because you're not that nice. You're a great player. You're a good player. You see, that's the problem. You're a good player. I gave you your flowers. I gave you your credit for what you do very well. But I have to discredit you for what you don't do well. And I know you can go work on it, but you got to slow your roll. Your head is way over your shoulders now. You like a balloon floating in the air when it goes up to the sky. We don't know where you're going. You either going to burst in space or you're going to land somewhere on Mars because we don't know what you're doing. All we're asking for you, Ben Simmons, is to show a little accountability for yourself and take ownership. Go out there in the gym and attempt a jump shot. We don't want to see it in practice no more. We don't want to see it in practice. We don't want to see it on no mixtape. We don't want to see you on one-on-one runs or playing with Chris Johnson and none of that. We don't care about that. We want to see it on the court during the regular season. 72 games or 82 games, that's where we want to see the play from. So let the fines add up, because the fines will add up. Your money ain't long like that. You are rich, you're a millionaire, but you ain't Michael Jordan rich. You're not LeBron James rich. You don't got money like that. So you can't afford to keep paying the fine every day because you in your feelings. Get out of your feelings and get back on the basketball court and start shooting more jump shots. That's it. You develop your game when you're a top tier player, as an all-star player. You develop your game. The goal is to go out there and get better every single year until you get the ultimate goal, and that's a championship. There's nothing in between, and there's nothing underneath it. It's championship or bust. When you're a number one pick and you're a top tier talent like Ben Simmons, the goal is championship. You've been surrounded by a lot of good players. When you put a Danny Green there, who's a two-way player, three-point shooter, defensive player, Tobias Harris, an 18 to 20-point guy at night who gives you solid minutes, Joel Embiid, or almost MVP. The team is stacked. They made it around you. All they're asking you to do is draw a little defense in you. Make them honest. Make somebody have to play up. Make somebody have to almost think about, you know what? He might make that free throw. But if you're not even going to attempt it, you're making it easier for me. Because when I game plan for a player, it's one thing to game plan for you on an October 4th cold night. We lose the game. We game plan for you, but we still lost. That's fine. But now I'm going to see you at the end of the year come playoff time in the Eastern Conference. And I bet you we get you then. Give my coaches a whole week or whatever it may be to really game plan for your ass. And that's why the Sixers will always lose. You're going to continue to lose unless you develop a jump shot or even attempt to shoot one. But if you continue to go out there and not even try, then they will lose and you will bounce around this league too. Because you're not that nice. You got to slow down. You're not that nice. And I think your head is way bigger than what you are. You think you're better than what you are. You're not even that good. And it sounds like I'm disrespecting him, but I'm just being real. Because I'm like, wait a minute. He don't want to report to training camp? Who the hell is Ben Simmons to not report to training camp? You better go to training camp. You need training camp out of anybody. If there's one player in the NBA that's an all-star, that's on the upper echelon or getting there, that needs to be in training camp, it's Ben Simmons. Because year after year, watching you on the sidelines and practice and da-da-da, and not shooting the ball, but all of a sudden in a preseason game, you want to show your ass and shoot a three and make it and get the crowd hype, you are corny. And you acting like a whole female now. You're not going to training camp. Who the hell you think you are? I wish I was your GM. Because you're going to report to training camp. And that's a whole fact. I guarantee it. I'm saying it now. Ben Simmons will be in a Philadelphia training camp. Because if he's not, that fine will levy up. And it's one thing to talk like you got money. Yeah, you're a millionaire, but you got houses, right? You got cars. You got a girl, I'm sure. You got to take care of her. You got to spend money. And nobody wants to throw away money and give it to the league because that's just an idiot. So let us know, which one are you? Are you dumb or are you stupid? The smart choice to me is to go out to the gym and start shooting jump shots. The smart choice to me is to report to training camp. The smart choice to me is to make the defense honest. That's it. They're not asking you to be like Michael Jordan out there. All they're asking for you to do is to develop your game so they can win a championship. It's just that simple.